Hello, 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 everyone. Dr. Rowena Winkler here, and happy pre full moon in Virgo. I am recording this tonight because the full moon will reach its peak tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. EST. And I wanted to chat a little bit about what this full moon means, what you can do in regards to a ritual or something to do tomorrow night, should you choose to do so. And of course, as always, we will pull a community card from a deck that I have chosen. So let's talk about Virgo and its energy in terms of the sign. So Virgo is an earth sign. And so what this Virgo full moon could mean for us is it's an invitation to be grounded. And how can we stay grounded? Is especially we're in Pisces season now. Heyo, fellow Pisces here. Hello, where's those Pisces at? We've how can we stay grounded and embody that Virgo energy of groundedness while being in the flow of what's going on around us during this Pisces season? And Virgo also reminds us to stay present, right? To really know what's happening in the here and now and being really present to that and not like looking all around or worrying about the past, ruminating about the past, or freaking out about what could happen in the future, and really getting a sense of, okay, what's happening in the present moment and what can I do in the present moment? Because Virgo energy is all about getting that shit done. You know what I mean? Um, Also, Virgo represents the act of having a practice, right? Having rituals, having habits in place, like really getting that those habits and rituals down. So because again, we're in the midst of Pisces season. Pisces represents the esoteric, the more spiritual side of things. So, when we think about this full moon, consider what can we do to incorporate more of a spiritual practice into our daily lives. Now, whether that's doing something in the morning or in the middle of the day or in the evening, right? How can we incorporate moments in the day where we can tap in and really get into a more ritualized spiritual practice? So there's that. One thing also to keep in mind, and for those friends out there that are Virgos, y'all know this, right? One of the, I would say, more challenging sides, or one of the shadow sides of Virgos, can be that perfectionism. I'm a recovering perfectionist myself. I know that can be difficult. So perhaps we can take this full moon to be aware of the perfectionism that's coming up, to reflect on the perfectionism and those perfectionist tendencies that we might be having issue with or might be causing challenges when it comes to our work, our life, our relationships, and see, what can we do about that, right? Like, what are some things we can let go of? Because again, a full moon is the perfect time to have that release. So what can we release in terms of maybe bad habits or some things tied to our perfectionism? What can we release and let go of to help us to contend with those perfectionist tendencies? And then also, as I mentioned, because the full moon is that energy of release, how can we release some more of those like earthly attachments, right? Again, how can we lean into the Pisces season energy of the more esoteric and spiritual, and really let go of maybe there's some more material things that are getting in the way of us like reaching a potential or something of that nature, some sort of aspiration that we're trying to attain in that sense. um Virgos with their, I mentioned the perfectionism, but also, on the other hand, they're also really effing organized, right? They are the ones that has everything in the set place. They have the structure, they have their systems, they have their folders, they have their binders, what have you. Virgos are really good at that stuff. So how can we take a cue from that Virgo energy and incorporate more structure into our lives, right? So how can we get organized uh, with things like our finances or our closets or our work, right? How can we incorporate more organization so that we can be in a better place to achieve our goals that we have set at the beginning of the year? One thing to keep in mind is that this full moon, this Virgo full moon, is in opposition to Saturn. And Saturn energy is that disciplinarian energy, right? It is, that kind of that whoosh, getting things done. So because there's an opposition there, we may find ourselves getting a reality check on things, or getting a kind of a kick in the ass to be like, oh hey, remember that thing you said you were going to do? Yeah, you haven't done it yet. So because of that opposition, just keep in mind that we may get some kind of real talk, or some sort of check in terms of what are we doing and what have we been accomplishing. So that's what's going on with this full moon in Virgo. When it comes to rituals or things we can do for the full moon, a couple of things. As I mentioned, Virgo is earth energy, so it's an earth sign. So we could write down what we hope to release and bury it into the ground, right? So we have that earth there. We can also, because as I mentioned, Virgo's about that ritual, we can, maybe do some journaling or incorporating a writing practice to our docket of what we're doing. So maybe doing a little bit of journaling, maybe doing a tarot spread or some card pulls yourself. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe even doing something like a cleaning, like doing like a cleansing ritual, right? Where we're like cleaning out drawers, we're cleaning out closets, we're cleaning out our belongings. So we're really making space for all the newness that we're hoping to bring in there. So those are some ideas, some thoughts. And then lastly, let's pull a card and see what we got here. I decided to go with the Goddess Power deck because, Virgo is kind of boss, badass babe energy. And so let's see what goddess will be alongside of us as we celebrate this full moon. Here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, this guy. Okay. Ooh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Yes. I've never ever pulled this card before, but I feel it is perfect for this full moon in Virgo. We got Hestia in the home. She looks gorge. Let's see what she has to say for us. Nope, next one. Okay. Being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you're in alignment with your truest self, it's like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things are what is called for now. Chop wood and carry water, as the Zen cone puts it. The answers to the big questions come of your own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. The goddess Hestia reminds you that when you're at home in yourself, you're at home in the world. Wow, that's just, and there my nose is itchy. Whew. That's just so funny because I literally was just saying that as what you could do in the full moon is like is just cleaning home, and we got Hestia here as an underscore of that, letting us know to do that. It's 22, right? So we got some angel numbers going on there. So I would say I think we've been underscored by the card pull for today that yeah, it's time to clean house and like focus on the small things. Don't get too bogged down by the big stuff and don't get overwhelmed and such. If we take things a day at a time, a minute at a time, a moment at a time, we can, get what we're truly desiring here. So yeah, so that's all we've got for the full moon. As always, if you'd like your own personalized card pool, if you'd like for me to look where this full moon lies astrologically for you, feel free to shoot me a DM or shoot me a comment or what have you. My contact information is readily available. Otherwise, I hope that you have a wonderful full moon and hopefully I'll see you at the next one. All right, take care. Bye.